Hey fellas, well, about halfway through my Godzilla vs. Kong spoiler review script. I'm making good progress on my one for Justice League Director's Cut as well, so while I'm working on those, definitely want to have those finished before new Pokemon Snap comes out on Friday. Here's another Pokemon Cinema Ultra Adventures Ultra Legends vlog, episode 97, Bright Lights, Big Changes, with Senator Rotom after correcting a mistake during a live taping of Alola Detective Lucky, is given a chance to take part in the show as it's undergoing a retooling for the next season to keep things fresh. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And even though his his recording ability is still great, hey, Sophocles, he says he's just mimicking the performance of another. What does Sophocles think acting means anyway? Nonetheless, I still help him get in character, her, but I also really like this image here I've chosen the thumbnail of with Pikachu in that hat there. Yay for Detective Pikachu who cross promotion. Very nice. So Rodon gets the part, but this creates a rift between him and Ash. Ash, given how he would have to leave, suppose they take place in shooting. But there's also a small business of him claiming that Ash always falls asleep on the show, even though he only did it once before. I think that's what we call an informed flaw. I'm not a big fan of those, man. Though the two ultimately make amends by at the end of the episode. There are some other odd quirks there, like even though there's no Matlops workaround, they still changed the backstory of Loki's past, where claiming that the poster in his office was from a play we had few lines, when in reality it was from a movie with no lines, which still not a bad way to start either, given how it can be just as memorable in some people's eyes if you get cast as like Veteran Armor 47 or Stormtrooper SP 1992, who so the role is going to Wichita, and turns out it was only just for one episode. However, the globe-trotting, I mean, shedding change is kind of interesting later on for McFadden Journeys as well. So, yeah, yep, and we also get the last of the Wario and Eevee skits as well, where even though another mishap with everyone else's Pokemon on the beach leads to them all getting like a face full of soot from tripping on Turtonator spines, we get the payoff for these shorts next time, and even though it's going to be my favorite episode of this series, it still was pretty fun overall. Another one, I also kind of like the meta bits in there as well. Oh, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if your show is going on for such a long time, sometimes you would want to shake things up a bit, and that's a real trick, in my eyes, doing something in the script, and that's why I feel that this show is actually a lot better than a lot of people give credit for, and I actually personally enjoyed it. As someone who is willing to who support these changes from the start, while others oppose them. I mean, these are still being felt in Journeys, and whenever the next volume comes out in the English dub, looking forward to talking about this more. So, anyway, that's all I have to say for now, and I'll definitely see you very soon with both my spoiler reviews of Justice League Director's Cut and Godzilla vs. Kong, and definitely gonna be picking up new Pokemon stuff on Friday, so later. Mm.